Hey friends, it's Leithia from Farm View Creators. Today we're going to work on the Harvest Blessings door hanger from the Rust Covered Cottage by Christina. This is a super cute, super simple Thanksgiving fall door hanger. So I'm just putting all my pieces on my sticky board, adding a little bit of space to it, and then I'm going to go in with Waverly Antique Wax for the round. I just love the wood grain in this piece. It is just so beautiful. So I did not want to paint over that. Just wanted to enhance it. I'm going to let that dry while we work on the rest. I'm going to go in with Paint Couture's Mineral Acrylic in the shade Buttercream. And I'm using a sponge dauber. It helps the paint not get kind of built up in all the crevices in all the letters. So I'm just giving that a light coat, and then for the second coat I usually go a little thicker. On the wheat stalk I'm going in with Paint Couture's Mineral Acrylic Spanish Sunrise. Is my favorite yellow. I'm not a big yellow fan, but I love this one. And I was debating whether or not to use Autumn Sage or Vintage Flair for the accents at the top and the bottom. And I decided to go with Vintage Flair. And I love how it turned out. So just using a sponge dauber for all of that as well. And then going back in with that second coat while the other pieces dry. These kits are cut so well, nice crisp lines, and then they're amazingly packaged. I love all the kits from Christina. Just getting that second layer on the wheat and the blue. This blue is probably my favorite blue ever. It's just that nice muted blue, and you can use it in so many ways. And I am currently in love with the Lux Metallic Vintage Lace, and so I'm going to put a quick layer of that over top of the Spanish Sunrise to give it a nice shimmer. I'm going to give all of that a good dry before I go in with my Debbie's DIY dark wax. I'm just going to hit around the edges and maybe swipe it through a couple times. If I feel like it's too heavy, I wipe it back with my fingers. If I want to blend it more, I do the same. Just getting a little bit around all of it. Gives it more dimension. And then I'm going to go in with my Paint Couture Dead Flat Top Coat. Takes out all the shine unless it is a Lux Metallic, because that nothing can take the shine out of that because it's so beautiful. And I'm going to give a really nice, quick, thin layer. It doesn't take much. And then I'm going to put some wax on the round just to give it more dimension and more of a worn, loved look, making sure everything is nice and dry. And then I'm going to assemble. So I just have to tell you that I am a type A personality, and I struggle with getting things straight. So you'll see that I spend quite a bit of time with my ruler trying to get all the pieces straight, and this is totally unnecessary. It would have been fine if I just eyeballed it, but me being me, this is how I do, so it made me happy. And I'm just fitting all those pieces because they go perfectly together. You want to get them fit together correctly. And then I started with that bottom piece before I moved on to the top piece. And you can see I had it crooked, lifted it up to see, and knew it was crooked, and that's when I brought out the ruler. So I'm just kind of making sure that I have it lined up all the way across with that ruler. And then I'm going to put on my wheat stalk before I put on that little end piece with the blue. Just making sure I have it right. And I love the art glitter glue because you do have a little wiggle room before it sets up. So I did kind of move the wheat stalks around a little bit until I got them where I wanted. And you can order these words in any order that you want. I decided I wanted to go with Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. But that is totally up to you. And I love the customability of that. I'm just trying to see if my letters are spaced and straight. And then I'm putting my glue on and getting those down. Again, you have that wiggle room, so I'm really just adjusting them, trying to even them up. And I love how some of them are kind of stuck together already. It makes it easier. And then I wanted to have an equal space-ish between my words. So again, and I needed lots of help on that blessed. It was totally sagging down there in the middle of the word. But that's why we have a ruler, and I love how it turns out. I hope that you love it too. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.